This is a tutorial to show how to use Google Forms and to use Flubaroo to grade the assessment. So once you have your Google form created, and you can see I've used different types of questions here. If we go up to edit questions, and you can see I have multiple choice, I have a question type text, and you can change what type of questioning you use: text, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list. The ones that I have found that work the best with using Flubaroo to grade it are text, multiple choice, and choose from a list. So once you have that done, you're going to go to View Live Form. This is the link that you would send to your students to be able to take the test. And something else I really like to do when I create my test is I like to make sure that they have to use their login to access the test. I make sure I automatically collect it in case something doesn't get shown right. I like for them to be able to see how they progress and to only allow one response per person. So if you're giving a test and you only want them to have one opportunity to take it, that's a button you'd want to click. So let's say you've given the test. I like to go click on View Responses to see how the students are doing. And here I had just 4 questions and I had 4 students take it. You can see that I haven't taken this test yet, and that's important to use Google Flubaroo on the add-ons. So from there, I'm going to go back to the live form. I'm going to take the test, so I have one that I know has the correct answers. So I'm just going to go through it real quickly and do that. And zip code for Pratt. You can send a copy or you can just hit submit. There you can see that it says I've done the test. Now I'm going to go back and click on View Responses. Once all the students are done, or you can even click on View Responses to see how they're progressing. And you will see that here is where mine is. I'm not a big fan of the username over on the left, so I highlight the whole column and I'm going to move it. And that way I have the name on the right hand side, and I can come here and then I can see where the answers are. From there, we're going to click on add-ons, and I already have Flubaroo on my Google. If you don't, you would need to click add-ons and then click get add-ons and search for Flubaroo. But since I have it, we're going to enable it, and this sometimes takes a second for it to do. There we have it. I'm going to click on it again, and it's going to give me a bunch of options. This time I'm going to grade the assignment, identify students, and then you can change your points, or you can also skip grading on it. For this, we're just going to do 1 point. Continue, and then it's going to ask us which one do we want to use for our answer key, and that's when you will select your test. Continue, and then it's going to grade the assignment. And then you can click on View Grades. It's going to give you a spreadsheet. It's going to give you total points up here, points possible, average, how many students took the test, and low number of scoring questions. So here you can see total points received, percent, how many times they submitted them, and then you can see the total scores. If they have it below a 70%, this will show up red. There's the test graded. From there, if you don't need to make any change or anything, you can click back on the add-ons, click back on Flubaroo, and you can email the grades. So when you email the grades, it's going to say username, and I usually don't send out the answer key because I have multiple classes with multiple tests, so I usually just send the questions and the scores, and then click continue. Tells you they're successfully emailed. You will also receive an email notification saying that you emailed this, and it gives you a short summary of the grades and what they were, as well as an email of the spreadsheet. Something that else can be done from Google Forms, once we go back to the View Responses here, let's see if I can remember where it's at. Once you click on responses, you can get summary of responses. And this is going to give you a lot of information. It'll give you data tables, so it shows you that 5 out of 5 people answered George Washington for the name of the first president. And it just gives you some additional information. This is if you're having an ongoing assessment type thing, how many people access it each day. I think that is it for Google Forms and using Flubaroo. If you have questions, just ask.